Hello! Hello everyone, and welcome to the Fulm Show podcast. It's podcast about films.
That is it?
That's what they tell me.
That's me just clicking. Film. Alright.
That's what they've been telling me, but I don't know.
Recorded on location.
Location.
It's in my garage.
Yep. But with a different recording setup.
We're using a Zoom mic.
I know. And it's way less hassle, but you can hear everything, so...
Hold on.
But aye, this is gonna be... It's gonna be a...
Let's go simple.
Simple and probably sound about the same.
This will bring you closer to...
Aye. Except all the drinking and picking stuff up sounds are put in afterwards.
I need to put my phone on airplane mode.
I have no idea.
No, probably not.
Fuck it, no.
I have no idea.
I'll just put it over here.
Last time
I feel weird with having this on and not seeing if there are any spirits here.
I know. But last time we recorded here 2 weeks ago, and then I left my phone on flight mode for 9 hours after it. So
well, I was listening to an old episode the other day because I was trying to pull them all so I could put them up somewhere where people could download them, and just the first half of one of the episodes is just and I was just like, oh my god, someone listened to this entire thing.
Did you go check it?
No, there's not much I can do once I've left my phones on.
I'm drinking smart water.
I'm drinking tea.
And my name is Joe Fisher. Thanks for asking.
I was not done the intro yet.
Fucking bullshit.
I'm Stephen Smith, and with me as always is Joe Fisher.
Hello.
And Chris Grant.
Why am I always last? I we should
sitting the furthest away from me.
Right,
this is my inside voice.
Films?
Because on the iTunes thing, it just says Stephen and Joe, and I'm like, oh.
No, that's Get Wrecked, isn't it?
Aye, that's world-renowned wrestling podcast. Get Wrecked.
When we started the Film Show again, originally it was just me and Joe. And
was
then
it?
you, aye.
For a little week.
Aye.
Yeah.
I made a miraculous return.
So...
Because believe it or not, we have lives. This isn't all we do.
That's all I do. All I do all week is sit around and pick Mars to do the next podcast. So...
Yep.
Aye.
Films.
Aye, let's talk
Is there a cushion in here? Or nails? Either would be comfier than this chair.
This is dog bed. Put the bottom of that one.
No, just get in it. In it on the floor.
There's
No,
not.
I'm good. I'll live.
Sure.
I'm extremely allergic to dogs.
Oh,
Thank you.
give me £50.
So do I just get started with a series of unfortunate events?
Yes. It
Right.
continues to be unfortunate.
It does.
Don't you mess this up, please.
It's only getting worse. guys.
No!
No.
I dread it every
No.
week, man. I hate it.
Joe kind of put us on the up ladder. I mean, it was
I
only one
know.
step, but at least it was a step.
You guys. Oh, you guys.
Fuck off.
You made me watch fucking Snow Buddies.
He did, not me. He did. I'm retired.
You made us watch Scary Movie 5.
You made me watch Sweet Life the movie.
I did. It was fucking
It
terrible.
was so
Very
bad.
bad.
The auto-tuned fake punk rock
That was the best thing about it.
stuff was amazing.
Right, so what is the plot of this movie?
On the version that I watched,
The
there was
plot of
still
this
adverts
movie-
in it.
Same.
Alright.
The plot. The thing is, as well, is I think this was on Netflix and it got taken off.
Probably
because
for
of
being
how shit it was.
terrible. Aye.
It's on the horror scale.
Did you laugh? Did you laugh? At all?
No.
At any of it?
No,
Nah.
didn't
I don't understand how someone can be so smug after wrecking a multi-million-pound sea
The
aquarium.
thing as well is,
Be
see,
like,
the two twins, they're actually really funny.
Are they?
In real life, I got on Twitter and that. Just that. This was I think this was the last thing they did.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, they did it at college and shit, but they were like, nah, let's stop making
Must
this.
be terrible at parties and all that. Like,
Yeah, like, you're the guys, and they're like,
do a cake stand.
do the thing, and they're like, we don't have a thing.
You're wearing a sweater. Whoa.
But when he's the fat one, what one's the smart one?
So
Did any of you used to watch the show?
I loved the show when I was
I
younger.
watched one or two. I wasn't the biggest
Sweet Life
fan
of Zack and Cody.
I remember loving the show.
Because
That has been soiled.
let's
I feel like maybe
let's
it
get a
was
few things
bullshit.
straight, right? Because the original Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was about Zack and Cody and their mum living in a hotel,
Aye.
right? With the Mr. Mosby was the
Yes.
concierge, and then
I remember like really liking it.
Aye.
I was the right age for that, and I thought it was hilarious.
and then Ashley Tisdale and Brenda Song were in it as well.
Aye,
I
they
feel
were.
like they're more famous than anyone else that's like been
Aye.
on this show. But then sometime round about when I stopped watching Disney Channel, they spun off Zack and Cody because the mum didn't want to be in it anymore.
Right.
And they were like, do you know what we'll do? We'll put them on a fucking boat. So they put them on a boat, and it's like a school on a boat, and they live on the boat,
Yep.
right?
I didn't realise that was the reason.
And it's called the Sweet Life on Deck. It's like a cruise ship. I don't know, right? So that's where all these like characters you've never heard of are from,
Right.
that are like in
Okay.
it.
Getting caught up on my Sweet Life canon.
And then the movie is set, I'm assuming, after that show. And in the
I
movie,
think it is.
they're graduating high school.
I think so. Aye.
Because he wants to go to Yale.
He wants to go to Yale, and he's going for an internship. This movie is shit. They're going for an internship.
Aye.
The smart one's going for an internship,
And then
the dumb one fucks it,
Dumb one fucks it up,
and
and then
they get
and
put
then
on
they go on another internship
but it's for twins.
for twins, and then fucks that.
It's
and then
they're
the bad
evil.
guy
The
comes.
bad guys, the people running the program are evil, and they want to merge them.
Yep.
Merge their
And then he
brain
takes his mask
cells.
off like in Scooby Doo.
Oh fuck it, so he does.
Yep. And that's kind of it.
A doctor approaches Zack and Cody and tells them that they would be ideal for the Gemini project, a massive project studying the effects of twins.
The effect that twins have had on me because of this movie is that it's ruined my fucking life. So
See, when you watched the show when you were a kid,
I loved it.
they weren't like just like pissy, like hate each other,
Aye.
like. That's why I was just like, this movie is really like mean spirited,
like
in every way.
like one of them just talks about like biology, and then the other one's just like at like everything that anybody says, and like that's it for 90 minutes.
Aye,
The worst part of this movie is when
the side story with
the girl eats the dolphin food
and she
then
can talk to the animals.
just talk to animals.
And then the crabs attack them and shit.
They obviously had to like find some way to like write those characters into it, and
Aye.
they like didn't have any way at all. This movie was an hour and 20 minutes long. It felt like it was like 4
Aye.
hours.
It felt long, man. I put FIFA on while I was watching it because my brain hurt.
I sat down and watched this, watched it, and boy do I regret it,
Aye.
And what's next?
guys.
Right, tell us the.
I also need to stop leaving it till the night before we record this like, every time because I just dread it
So-
like every week.
Should we put right? So we started again with Need for Speed Tokyo.
Can't
Drift.
even remember. My brain is like ruined it.
Need for Speed Tokyo.
I
Drift.
started it with like one of the best movies ever, and you have fucked it up so bad.
I think some
Immediately.
buddies would be that bad.
Why? What made you think that would not be total
Direct
horseshit?
would be mass murderers.
Aye, that is true.
So Tokyo Drift, Scary Movie 5, Snow Buddies, The Sweet Life on Deck.
Right, go
So
take us through it.
I keep nearly buying the Fast and Furious Blu-ray box set. It was like on my like Chrome, like on a tab for like 3 hours. They're like just sitting. It's
You
like,
know-
nah.
you know how the
Just get on with it. Put us out on
the
misery.
dumb twin
Yes.
fancies one of the girl twins.
Yes.
Right. Well, she's played by someone called Caitlin Pasito.
Right.
Oh, aye.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go right ahead and click her name.
Yes. Right.
I can't even
Right.
watch. I can't even watch.
And she plays a twin in another movie
Right.
Oh no.
called Jack and Jill.
You're a fucking terrible human. I don't like good Adam Sandler movies, and this is the worst one. I just find funny people really sad because it's true.
3.5. Chris to put on the site. Oh my god, man.
I'm not coming out here.
I've seen Jack and Jill, and I'm gonna watch it again, and it's on UK Netflix, so you can't.
Go fuck yourself.
It's got Al Pacino in it.
Fuck off.
Don Pacino. Just wait, you'll get it. You'll get it later. You'll get it next week. Guys, in 2011, the year this came out, it won every Razzie Award. It won every Razzie Award.
I already know what I'm picking.
It won. Adam Sandler won Best Actor and the Best Actress.
I already know what I'm picking. And it's going to revive this semi.
It better be Devil's Advocate starring Al Pacino.
No, but it might be going through it. It's not even funny anymore, man.
Aye, it is.
It's just not even fun.
Jack and Jill.
I feel like I spend like my full week with like a black cloud over me because of this feature every week. It's fucking horse shit. Just need to get it back to the actual series of unfortunate events movie, and then we ascend to heaven.
Challenge
Finishes.
I've never seen that movie.
We join the ascension.
Nah.
Get red triangles painted on our face.
I'm alright.
They've lost like every one of their matches for the last 2 weeks.
Aye.
They've just
Great.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Jack and Jill.
Man up the hill.
Family Guy Jack Sadelstein prepares for the annual event he dreads, the Thanksgiving visit of his twin sister, the needy and passive-aggressive Jill, who then refuses to leave.
great.
Do you
Can't
guys,
wait.
do you know what I love, guys? When Adam Sandler talks in that voice that he does, but also does it for 91 minutes.
Like, do you know what I don't get? Like, this film is like a comedy version, like taking the mick out of an Adam Sandler movie, except Adam Sandler's in it.
That's what Funny People was, and it just made me like really sad because it's true.
Funny People's like smart though. It's good.
I don't want to do the podcast anymore.
It's not even that. It's not even like that bad. It's just like dumb kids movie. With Adam Sandler in it.
I despise you.
There's not much about you I like right now.
Well, whatever. Whatever.
We just what?
We're moving on.
Yep. As quickly as possible,
Who wants to go?
preferably.
Who wants to go first then?
I'll go.
Do you
You
want to go? Yep.
Would you class The Purge as a creepy corner movie?
The first one.
Aye.
Probably aye.
Right, so I'll talk about preservation in the creepy corner,
Aye.
I guess. I watched... Hold on till I remember. What did I watch? I watched Preservation. I told you in the car, but I can't remember.
I was awesome.
Fucking dick. I watched This Is 40,
Right.
and I loved it.
Yep.
I thought it was so funny.
Is that the knocked up spinner?
Aye, and like
Aye.
I've basically exclusively been told it's bad, and people are wrong. I thought it was hilarious.
We had it in our shop for ages and like, I don't even think we sold any copies.
It's so funny, man. It's long, but I like didn't, when it finished, I didn't want it to end because like I laughed like all the way through it.
Aye.
It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes long or something. I laughed all the way through the full thing.
What's that about?
It's about like the married couple from Knocked Up, like Paul Rudd
Mhm.
and Leslie Mann, and just them kind of dealing with getting older. But oh man, it's so funny. And like Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann's daughters are like in it as usual.
Yes.
And the older one, I forget her name,
Maud
she's
Mod
like,
man.
Apatow.
she's so funny in it, man. Like if she like decides to actually act,
Aye.
she'll be like really good at it. Because she was only 14 when they filmed. Well, when this came out, so I'd assume like even younger when they filmed it.
Aye.
And she's like probably the funniest character in the movie.
Aye.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. I just thought it was too long when I watched it.
Did you see it in the cinema?
No.
I don't know. I just didn't think it was that like too long. I watched it like on my couch.
Aye.
and was super comfy the full time, so that was good. But oh man, I kind of want to watch it again already
Aye.
because I found it so funny, and there's constant jokes about Lost. So
you'd probably hate it.
no, it was funny. There's a bit where the like older daughter just has a total meltdown and like starts greeting about Lost. It's hilarious. Any comments?
No,
I've not
I
seen
don't
it,
really
so-
remember what happens in it.
Is the band in it a real band? See the bandies getting back together?
Probably. I would assume probably aye.
And Jason Segel shows up from time to time to just be hilarious.
Aye, to just like,
It's like the body spirit trainer
aye,
guy.
just to like be his character from Knocked Up basically.
Aye. There's a bunch
Does
of
he
people.
not play the same character?
Aye. Just Jason.
There's a bunch of people in it. Like Megan Fox is in it.
Crystal
From
Dude.
here to here. Aye, he was amazing in it. The girl from Girls, I forget the name of.
Luna Dunham.
She's in it.
Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
Aye,
is in it.
he's hilarious in it. There's a bunch of. Oh man, people pure criticise it for being too long, and then I think of like what bits would I take out, and I can't.
I think it's because people don't know how to market a Judd Apatow film,
Aye,
just like at all, unless it's like Anchorman.
aye. Well, I don't know what bits she would take out because
Aye.
I enjoyed all of it. So
Because people like always like you see trailers for them and it makes it look as if it's going to be this mad like goofy comedy, and it's like not what it is.
Aye.
It's like
that's what's so good about them.
Aye, like they're basically indie movies, but like
Aye,
kind of like with a bigger budget. Like it's the same kind of like writing and like.
I'd recommend it. You should watch it. You'll like it.
Cool.
Did you like Knocked Up?
Don't know.
You seen it?
Watch both.
Okay.
Knocked Up's really good.
Aye. I think
Really,
I maybe
really
like This Is 40 more.
A lot of people have said that like. I assume that like, I don't know, because like it came out and like it did kind of bombed when it came out and stuff like that.
Really?
And Judd Apatow was like, I didn't really write it like for, I guess like who they marketed it towards. Like it's
Aye.
for like folk who are like turning that age. It's like about like that time in your life and like getting older and stuff like that, which I suppose kind of applies like whenever you're growing up.
Aye.
I guess so. Like
I just
because he said like
I just
Knocked
found it hilarious. Like
Up, aye, like Knocked Up would be like slightly old people who are slightly older than us,
mhm.
and then like This Is 40 is like the next like milestone. Like
Aye.
he wrote that Knocked Up when he was like so old and like
Aye.
and then like
Just thought the jokes were great, and when you make a comedy where the jokes are great, I'm
Aye.
gonna like
I've
it.
never like disliked the Judd Apatow film.
Aye.
I've never like maybe just a bit of a fanboy, but like I've never like been like that was
Just that way
was
where if
shit.
you like the stuff he makes, then
Aye.
he's gonna keep making that stuff. So if you like it, then it's
Even like there's a bunch of stuff he wrote that I like didn't know. I like looked him up like recently, and like there's just a ton of stuff that he wrote that I was just like I had no idea he wrote that.
aye.
I'm pretty sure he wrote like or was involved with the Cable Guy. And I like didn't know that. And I was like, that's cool.
I've not seen the Cable Guy.
It's weird.
Is that
It's
only
really
Jim
fucking
Carrey?
weird. Aye, it's really weird. It's like pure dark. It's like so weird. I remember watching it and being like, this is like I wasn't what I was expecting it to be. Like when I watched it, I didn't like it. I was like weird, so weird.
I also conquered a big milestone in my life this week.
What?
I beat the final boss in Zelda.
Nice. Nice.
It's fucking hard, man. Took me like till halfway through. It's on 3DS. Link Between Worlds. It took me till like halfway through it to figure out you can block. So
Nice.
What other films you watch?
it also took me like 30 tries. Took me like 3 days of like like an hour session each. What else did I watch? I watched Reservation. I watched This Is 40. I watched The Sweet Life. I watched Saturday Night, which I guess is feature length.
Yes.
The documentary about Saturday Night Live that James Franco made,
I may
and
watch
it's
that.
amazing. And that led to me watching like a billion episodes of Saturday Night
Yeah, I
Live.
watched about a
I'd
billion as
never
well.
watched it before. I watched the 40th anniversary special and then just watched like at least 20 episodes of it, at least. I think that's about it for films, if I'm entirely honest. I watched a bunch of TV this week. Arrow continues to be just totally brilliant. There's a whole bunch of good TV out. Will Forte's new show was hilarious.
Aye.
Did you like it?
Aye, it was good.
It's good, wasn't it?
Aye.
I don't know like what kind of longevity it has.
Aye, I don't know. I don't know if they'll won't probably be planned to be like a pure like lot. It won't be like, it's not gonna be like this is gonna run for 10 seasons. It'll maybe run for like 3 or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it will like, because you're not gonna get what they called the 2 guys that wrote 21 Jump Street. Like you're not gonna be able to get them to write a like 10 series TV show
Aye.
because they're like making it big in like movies. So
And
it's just not gonna happen.
you watching How I Met Your Mother from the start has got me like nearly watched it like about like 30 times. I just keep nearly starting it.
I've never seen it from start to finish.
It's really good.
It's the way you should watch it.
I probably understand it more 'cause I watch it
Yep.
and then like they've got a baby and then they don't.
The thing that makes it so good is that it's like serialised in a way that a lot of sitcoms never have been.
It's not like you can't just jump into it like Friends.
Aye,
It's not like
it's no.
you need to watch it from the start kind of thing.
It's the whole point. It's the way it's written.
I'll probably do it.
I'd recommend it over about any other
Are you
TV
just getting
show.
like 2 on now?
Was I
Can
telling
make
you
it myself?
that
That's
thing?
perfect.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Aye.
Was I telling you that thing about somebody worked out?
Yeah,
Balanced
I see it.
wage?
Aye, like $1.4 million a year or something.
It's amazing.
They did put in the article though, like, so I wonder what he does to earn this much, and you'll totally find out in the show.
I do.
Aye,
I don't even remember.
it's in the
I
last
do.
season, and it's it's
run a bank or
amazing.
something.
No, he like works for a bank, but like you find out his specific job and why he's done it, and it's like so fucking stupid and amazing.
Is it
Chris, you should-
typical?
Chris, do me a favour and watch How I Met Your Mother, please.
Did you not start
From the
watching The
start.
Simpsons, did you?
I totally did. I've watched the first 2 episodes. This is gonna be. It's gonna take a long fucking
Yep.
time because I don't plan on like watching like 8 episodes in a row on the couch one night.
Aye.
That kind of thing. I'm just gonna be like, I fancy watching an episode of The Simpsons. Good thing there's like 40 seasons of it for
Yep.
me to watch. How many seasons is there?
26.
26. Like,
How many episodes is there? Are they past 500?
Oh, aye.
jeez, it's probably
I
a whole
think the
bunch.
last one I watched was
It's
like
20,
400.
22 episodes a season, I think. So.
But aye,
I don't know math. Seek.
I'm gonna watch all those.
Aye, that's a good choice. You done?
I think so. I watched the first episode of Homeland as well. That was pretty good.
A lot of
I'm
people tell
kinda-
me to watch it.
I'm kind of looking
Ben
for.
Affleck's not like direct the first episode of that.
I don't know. I'm kind of looking for something to sink my teeth into
Aye.
that isn't wrestling.
I've just been sticking to comedy since Sons of Anarchy ended. I watched the first 2 episodes of Better Call Saul and I was like, this is good, but I've just not watched any more of it.
Yeah.
So
Is it good unlike Breaking Bad?
I thought like the first episodes were like better than Breaking Bad. Like the more I think about Breaking Bad, the more I'm like, it was
It
like
just like even when it was on though, it's not like I've tried to like binge watch it. Like I watched it as it happened and was
Aye.
just like, nah.
I liked it and I watched it till the end, but like it's nowhere near as like amazing as like people.
I just
make
found
out
it
to
really
be.
boring. I don't know, like it's that way where different
I feel like all,
things click with different people.
I feel like all telly went through a stage in like 2011 where it was just like, we're going to make a show, right, and folk are going to love it, but things only actually happen in the first and last episode of the seasons and then once in the middle,
Aye.
and it really annoyed me and I like stopped watching telly for like ages.
Uh,
I was just like, and like I do like, but to an extent I do agree that because people have been like, right now we're going through like the second golden age of television because like it's so good. Like,
That was
it's-
like 10 years ago, but
aye, but like it's still, we're still like in
Aye.
it, and folk are like, like right now telly's like as good as it's probably like ever been, like to an extent when you're talking about like HBO and stuff like that.
aye.
But then you're like, but also like Jersey Shore's a thing, so
It's t-shirt
do
time.
you think it's like when you mentioned HBO, like the pilot for Boardwalk Empire cost something like £30 million just to make that,
Aye.
and it's probably because
That's
like
mad.
the set they made for the pilot
like
they then
building
used later on.
The thing
but
is with
the
HBO
budget for the pilot itself was
the thing is with HBO, like see most of the stuff on HBO that doesn't get put through to series, it's like usually comedies, and it's because they cost like zero money to make.
Aye. That my dad watches that Vikings. He said it's pretty good. He said it costs them the same it costs less to make a full season of that that it cost to make an episode of Game of Thrones.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
There was a thing that
I
was.
watched the first few episodes of that. It was quite good.
It was what was the thing where it was like Charlie Day was saying like the scene in Pacific Rim where it's like Mako as a little kid in the alleyway and the kaiju's coming for her cost more than like a full season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like it cost more to make than the full season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because they film it on like one camera in a bar. It's just like what. But like it's always really weird. Like see if you go on like a bunch of like comedians or like people like Bill Hader or Aziz Ansari or like a lot of people like that, and they'll just somewhere in their line of like stuff they've written or acted in will be untitled HBO project.
Aye.
Because HBO are like, we want you to do something, and then they'll write it and be like, this isn't what we wanted you to do. So like Kanye West has an untitled HBO project. So
let's hope that doesn't happen anytime soon.
He like got like people in to like apparently it's really good because he's like into like really into comedy.
Right.
So he like got like.
Can I get the headphones up just to?
He like got people into.
It's a work in progress here.
He got people in to like teach them how to be comedy, how to do the comedies, and it was like Will Ferrell and shit like that. Like.
Alright, okay.
It's really cool. But yep, that was my little thing about HBO.
What movies did you watch?
Drago Chris.
Aye.
And we can circle back around to the
to Joe's recommendation, I watched Need for Speed.
Ah, great! You should have took my Blu-ray.
I should have, but I didn't. I just
it looks amazing on Blu-ray.
Another way. It was
by torrent.
It was no.
Aye, okay. It's fine.
Aye. They left him. They
just left him. Petey.
What?
Petey.
They just left.
They left Petey.
Who's Peter?
Petey. He saw the lighthouse.
The kid that dies.
Oh, aye.
That's what he says. They just left him. Petey.
So good, man.
It was okay.
It's amazing. It's
so good.
It's taken with colours.
Aye.
It's pretty much that. Aye.
It's amazing, man.
How amazing is Michael Keaton in it?
Aye.
It's so good.
Monarch.
Aye. The Sierra Leone. I'm watching that tonight.
Carleon.
Is it Carleon?
It's not the Sierra Leone, that's a country.
I bet it.
Is it not the De Leon?
De Leon.
That's it.
Sierra Leone. That's where Mobanguras from.
I'm going to watch that tonight, I think.
Right, so bad.
So good.
I liked it, man. It's just kind of take your brain out for 2 hours.
Totally.
Aye. That's why I love it so much.
I think also like we went into it with like zero expectations.
Aye.
You know, like,
I remember we saw something else like the week before and saw a trailer and we were like...
It was Ride Along and we were like, the trailer for Need for Speed was better than all of Ride Along.
Aye, it was like easily.
Like the bit where Kid Cudi hooks the helicopter to the car and they drive off the Grand Canyon.
Maverick.
It's like the best thing.
And then he's like dancing in jail at the end.
Aye. We've seen that and we both looked at each other and we were like, we're going to see this.
Aye. I really hope they make another one.
Oh, that'd be
I
amazing.
think they probably will.
Need for Speed 2, Hot Pursuit. It's just them driving
Underground.
It's just them driving across the country.
No, it'd have to be underground.
I bet it's like back in time.
No, just like in a city.
It'd be so good. If they just keep making ones where it's the same race over and over again, but like different folk die.
Aye.
And that's why they need to do it.
But like it's still, Toby's still the main character, it's just all the people he knows die.
Aye.
See a bit when the guy quits his job and he just strips down.
Aye, he walks out naked. Aye.
When they do like the fuel change like on the motorway.
Aye.
I don't think
that's
film is so good.
I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I have
Film
to say.
is so good.
You need to look up the theory behind like a hot fuel change on the motorway. But it's really good.
I want to know like how these people like get jobs writing movies because that's the kind of movies I want to write. Like I want people being like,
I just
it
want
must
how
just be
you
some guy
pitch
like
it.
it must just be some like bro and he's like flat in America with like khaki pants on, a red polo shirt, a backwards cap, and like eating a fun bag of like Funyuns.
Aye.
And just being like, do you know what would be amazing if someone changed gas on a motorway as they're driving? And then also Jesse from Breaking Bad's the main character.
I feel like I think a lot of American TV's written like that, except instead of being on their couch eating Funyuns, it's folk in suits paid millions of dollars.
Aye, but
And
it's
they're
still
just like in a boardroom, like, what if we had the prison map tattooed on him. And just everybody stands up like, yes, we did it.
I think it's like there's just like a room in HBO that is just like some frat bros like apartment.
Aye.
He just lives in it, and every so often they come in, they're like, "What would you like to see?" And he's like, "I don't know, like, it's a girl like on top of a car, like fighting someone," and they're just like, "Great," and then that becomes a TV show. Like they're like, "We wrote Alias." Like I don't know.
That's amazing.
I seen a thing, and it was a game. I looked up Adam Sandler on Reddit after I watched some of his movies the other night to see like what people had posted about them, and it was a thing. And it was like a game this guy plays, and it's like he comes up with the plot for an Adam Sandler film, and if that film comes out in the next 10 years, he wins.
Right.
And it was just like, here's one, and it was like Adam Sandler pisses off a wizard, and the wizard makes his ass come alive, and his ass is voiced by Rob Schneider.
That is possible.
That very well might become a thing.
All the fake ones and funny people are amazing.
Aye.
Like the one where he's a baby, but he's just Adam Sandler's head.
Mhm.
It's like the best thing. Just
Oh.
and it's always a wizard. Like he's pissed off a wizard.
Aye.
It's just the best thing.
What else did you watch? I'm totally gonna watch Need for Speed.
I know, man, I'm so buzzing.
I fell into a portal this week.
Right.
Travelled through time to the 3rd of April when was it the premiere of John Wick.
Right, okay.
So that doesn't come out here until the 3rd of April.
Really?
Oops.
So I watched that.
How good is it?
Pretty good, man.
It's really good, isn't it?
Mine didn't stay within like the cone of sound.
You kill my dog, I kill your entire family.
That is it. But like, what I noticed is that like he'll shoot somebody like 20 times, and then at the end he'll just shoot them in the head, like in these like crazy.
It's just
Like-
action movies, but
Every he'll be like, bang bang bang. Every time he just shoots them in the head, and it's just
it's
so
like
cool.
it's like Die Hard.
It's just
Like
amazing.
he fights up the building like pure hard, and then gets to like the main guy and like kicks him out a window.
I've now seen
That's how it ends.
Keanu Reeves look so cool.
Aye,
I like moving-
see the bit where he shoots a guy
actively-
like through the wall right at the start. Oh my god! Oh, it's amazing.
It's directed by like his former stunt double or something.
Aye. Well, just like imagine like if the Matrix was like
Real.
not like real,
Realistic.
but like not like pure like try to be a metaphor for Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like that. It's just good. Like it's not pure like you go talk to the Oracle because Zion's in trouble. It's just like you killed my dog, so I'm gonna shoot your son.
Have you
What-
seen the Christoph Waltz episode of SNL?
No.
No.
And it's Jesus uncrossed or something.
I think I've seen like the sketch.
Aye. And it's like Jesus killing everybody. And he's like, the D's silent and like kills someone.
Was it like Jesus spelt with a D?
Aye.
Oh my god.
Aye.
Jeez.
It's
That's
amazing.
Amazing.
I
I'm-
really
I'm-
liked
There's
it.
not really much you can say about John Wick.
What did you think about the pure stupid subtitles?
I don't know.
They like come up on this like oil the screen and all
They
that.
were stupid, but they weren't like
I
distracted.
thought it was like
about
pure off-putting sometimes.
I'm gonna watch that.
It's like I didn't mean to scare you, and then like scares written in like throughout the full screen. And then it's
Aye.
like,
They call him the Boogeyman, and Boogeyman's written in like Ghost Adventures font.
I'm Zach.
Credibility.
Credibility.
I think I watched Divergent.
Do you like it?
Aye,
Thought it was alright.
aye, it was
It's decent, wasn't it? Better than
It
the Hunger
kinda-
Games.
Aye, I've watched that, and I watched
Yeah.
the Maze Runner, which are all kind of the same. It's all these kind of
Aye.
action movies based on books set in
Aye.
the future, and
Set in
they're
like
all,
a dystopian future.
they're
And
all
the main
so
characters
much,
are teenagers.
Aye.
Yeah, they're all so much better than the Hunger Games. Just the fact
There needs to
that
be
the
like
Hunger
a name
Games
for
has
that
like
genre.
I loved the first Hunger Games and the second one was not very good.
Neither
It's
was
just
the
the fact
third
that-
one.
it's just the fact that the Hunger Games has like £100 million more than all these films to make, and yet these films sometimes look better and are better.
Aye. It's so weird. Like the Hunger Games is directed really well when it doesn't need to be, and then it makes the film look boring. Like
I like Divergent. I'm quite
Aye.
looking forward to Insurgent.
aye, that's this year, isn't it?
So next month.
Aye.
In fact,
It's,
this month.
it's an interesting like kind of universe.
Totally.
Something a bit different, kind of weird.
What's
I've got
the-
no idea what to expect from like the.
I seen like she cut her hair in the trailer for the next one. It's obvious she's just filming that at the same time as The Fault in Our Stars.
Aye.
It's like divergent and insurgent and
Don't know.
Rebellion.
smash mouth.
Trisurgent.
It's just
Nah, what would it be?
divergent, insurgent.
Resurgent.
I'm just gonna look it up.
No, don't ruin the game.
Consurgent. Convergent. Oh, it's convergence. Totally convergent.
Allegiant.
No,
No.
nah, we never would have get that.
Allegiant.
Aye, it's three books. I think the third book is it the book? Aye, yes.
It came out in 2013.
Sure. Detergent.
Detergent. Is that not like soap powder?
Yep.
That's what's on the front.
Some hot tide.
I think that was
Ancient
me
Chinese
for
secret.
normal films.
What?
Same as Joe, I watched Hunters at SNL.
I
I watched on SNL, but I also watched some movies.
What'd you watch?
Mostly movies that I've seen before.
What time we
but
at here?
We'll talk about them anyway.
I feel like I've... No, it doesn't matter.
36 minutes.
It's fine. I have a bunch of movies.
Can I just say I'm so pissed off that you picked Jack and Joe?
Aye, you go fuck yourself.
Gonna smash this projector.
Because I watched Hunters of SNL,
Yes.
I also watched Wayne's World.
Yep.
Which is, if you've not seen Wayne's World, then
That's a movie that's good.
You're an idiot.
that's what you're playing at.
Why have you got Super Mario Sunshine downloaded on your laptop?
May or may not be trying to run a GameCube emulator.
It's fucking meant to be terrible.
Me on me, no.
Super Mario Sunshine's the best. It's fucking great. You played it?
No.
It's fucking quality.
I have Luigi's Mansion 2 sitting in the house unopened and I'm gonna go home and play it. I can't wait.
Don't finish it before you go away.
I will just buy something else.
And I also watched Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, which is, I'll probably talk about it on this as well.
The Squeakle.
Yes.
That was the first one of those movies I saw.
It was the first one I saw as well when I was like way too young to see it.
I watched it. I think I spoke about it a few months ago, but I wasn't really that.
I remember my dad renting it from Blockbuster and being like, I'm going to show you all the bits that don't have people talking about
The
like
Click Commander.
clips in it. And I was like, great, cool, that's fine. And he showed me like the Star Wars bit. And I was like, can I watch all of this? And he was like, no. And then he showed me like Mallrats, and there's like one bit in Mallrats that like is alright to show a 12-year-old. And it's like the bit where Silent Bob's dressed up as Batman. That's like it.
Because I grew up watching wrestling in like the late 90s, so I just like I kind of was just allowed to watch what I wanted really.
Aye. Well, I was, but like to an extent. I wasn't allowed to watch 18s, but I was allowed to watch like.
Because they like the stuff they did just every show
Aye.
in the late 90s was just ridiculous. So
I watched a lot of Adam Sandler movies that I probably shouldn't have been watching when I was a kid.
I watched when I must have been about 11. I remember watching Terminator 2 Judgment Day with
Aye.
my dad. I was like, here, how cool am I, man? Watching at 15.
Terminator 2 is the shit.
I've not seen it.
It's fine as long as it doesn't have a pure awkward sex scene in it that you need to watch with your parents.
Yeah. I've never seen T2. I've only seen the first one.
T2 is like the best one.
I saw Salvation, thought it was kind of cool.
See, when I was 10.
Remember thinking it looked good.
I don't even like remember any of it.
See,
I
when I
should
was
probably
10,
watch those.
I was 10. I got into my first ever 12.
Oh,
Aye.
The Island.
because there was loads of stuff that was 12 A's. And if you had somebody with you, you could just get in.
No. Me and my pal, who was also 10, like that, mate. Just walked in like that.
I think the first one I went to see was like
I remember thinking
Epic movie or something like that.
the Island was pretty cool.
I remember
Like,
being
I don't
raging
know.
that I wasn't going to get to go see Spider-Man and they brought the 12 yet. And I was like,
Changed
Thinking
the
that
game.
about Van Helsing. That's the kind of child that I was.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen that. I don't remember seeing Van Helsing until I was like 14 or something like
I remember seeing League of Extraordinary
I watched
Gentlemen
it.
when I was
I got
younger
it
and
through the
thinking it
bands.
was alright. But like apparently it's just total horse shit,
Oh,
so like I don't want to like,
that.
ruin
It is horse
ruin it.
shit, but like I've also watched it since and it's like
What's that?
this came out when
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
it's just
It's
like
pure good, man.
it's just like this came out when like X-Men was it and everyone wanted to be X-Men.
I just remember seeing it when I was younger and like actually quite liking it, but apparently it's like awful, so I don't want to like ruin it.
No, it's good.
It's not like awful, it's just like don't
Captain Nemo's the best, man.
you're like this is
Aye.
kinda you're like this is kinda bad but like kinda in a good way.
Jason Fleming plays Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll. I'm surprised, right?
The Mr. Hyde from Van Helsing's better.
I'm surprised that Jason Fleming isn't that successful. We played Dr. Jekyll. Exactly. Like, do you know he was an extra in Kick-Ass? Like, he played one of the guards.
Really?
And, like, he is kind of big. He was in a few seasons of Primeval right here. I think he's pure good. He just kind of never made it.
He must not be trying.
He must just be like, I can't be bothered.
He'd be like, I wasn't like an Extraordinary Gentleman. Big Man will make money off. When I last year at MCM Comic Con in Glasgow, like the full cast of Primeval was there. I'm pretty sure. So that's it's like if you're in that one thing and like.
Remember that episode of
If you're,
Primeval?
if you're in like an episode of Doctor Who, you can make money for life. Just go to Comic Cons.
Aye.
Like, so
But
some folk will just do it and like stop.
I remember that episode of Primeval when Nigel Marvin gets eaten.
I never watched it. I was like, this has dinosaurs and the girl from S Club 7 in it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'll just watch Jurassic Park.
I mean, I think it was like quite cool.
I liked it.
I never watched it though.
Is it still going?
No.
No.
It's like
No,
3
I
seasons or
think
something.
Did they not like do like a revival, like a season like recently?
Aye, I think that that TV channel Watch, I think it is. They bought it and they done a few seasons.
Right.
I don't know if it's still going, but it was like I think the Girlfest Club 7 may have been in it, and that was it for the original cast.
Aye. Because they done. I remember they done like. There's like 7 seasons of Torchwood or something like that, and the last season was done by Stars, like in America. They bought it.
Right.
There was 7 seasons of Torchwood.
Aye.
I only watched 2 and I thought that was it.
No, there's like hundreds of it.
What?
No, maybe there's 4. Maybe there's not 7. There's more than you think though. Because I was like reading about it the other day.
Oh, here. That'll be getting
But they done like a season.
bought.
Stars bought it and done like a season of it, and it was like a mini series. It was like the first thing it was ever done, like originally for BBC America. And
Right.
apparently it was just like horse shit.
I pure like Torchwood, man.
I liked it as well. It was like Doctor Who, but it had swearing on it.
I'm like more fighting.
Aye.
What else you watch?
Okay, I can't talk about that because that's Cooper Corner. I watched Hot Rod as well because of SNL.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, let's watch Hot Rod because that movie's so good.
It's amazing.
I can't believe some.
Have you seen it?
No, but I
See
watched the
with some
first
of the stuff
15
in it,
minutes
I'm
all
like-
night and it was amazing.
See some of the stuff in it. I'm just like, I can't believe this film got made. Like it's so weird. You're just like, who?
I mean, it has this like 80s movie reflection run through the woods.
It's basically an 80s movie. Like that's what it is. Like
Aye.
it's. But like it's
That's
that
going to
thing.
come up on the recorder like super loud, by the way.
Didn't it? Just not bad.
It's that thing where it's like, if you watch an 80s movie now, like there's stuff's in it, but like it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
But in this, it's like funny.
Aye.
When he's doing like he sits on the bike and he's like, spirit animals, spirit of the hawk, and he like looks to the left and like the picture of the hawk
Aye.
comes up and that. It's just that, I don't know, like, it must have been really hard when they first started, like on SNL, to be like, we want to make this sketch and it's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because like people must have just been like, well, it's not going to work, and they must have let them do it like once and it worked. And
Aye.
then Lorne Michaels was just like, have all the money, do everything, like, because I like, well, Andy Samberg's like arguably probably one of the biggest to like come out of it in a while.
Aye.
So,
He's so funny. Isn't
he's hilarious.
He's just so funny.
It's the fact that all the Lonely Island guys are in it. Like one of them only makes a cameo, but that's because he directed the entire movie.
Aye.
So
I don't know the other. Is there another 2 guys that are in Lonely Island?
Aye.
I
John
just know.
Tacombe and
Da-
Akiva something.
Would I recognise him? Probably.
Probably.
aye.
They're in they're all like in stuff all the time.
Would they in
like that.
SNL?
They're like in all the digital shots.
Ah, right, okay, well, I probably would.
But I want like they're doing a Lonely Island movie.
Are they?
Judd Apatow's like producing it.
Awesome.
So like, have you ever watched they've got a pilot on their YouTube channel for like a show that they done,
Right.
and it's called Awesome Town, and it's kind of like Saturday Night Live, but it's like it's like a sketch show, but it's all centered around this like one town, and then like they play all the characters and stuff like that. I don't remember, it was ages ago, but it was really funny. I don't know why they didn't get picked up. It's like really good.
Excellent.
Awesome town.
Aye, it's and I watched Harmontown again because it went on Netflix.
Cool. We've spoke in depth about that
Aye.
on this before.
And then
at
I
some point.
watched a PBS documentary about the Tonight Show. It was all about Johnny Carson because he was the first host of the Tonight Show.
Aye.
He like started it. It was all about like how he basically took. It was like how he's got started. It was like it was all about his life, but like also about the Tonight Show and how it like. They don't really go into in depth about like it now. They talk about like how David Letterman took over and stuff like that. Like,
Right.
but they talk about like how it was like a radio show, and then he done it on like this like small town channel, and then NBC like picked it up, and then all this stuff. It was really cool.
Awesome.
Really interesting. It was like 2 hours long, but it had like loads of famous folk in it, like talking about it, like comedians like Joan Rivers, Ray Romano, all that kind of all the people that like probably have like Ellen was on it. I don't know if it was just all like they were like we can get all of these people that were on TV because like they work for NBC, so we can like get them all to come and talk about it. But like it was really cool. I think they have like a bunch of PBS have like a bunch of documentaries on Netflix that are like that. But it was like American Masters, Johnny Carson, King of Late Night. Really
Excellent.
Cool. Really, really cool. And I watched The Wrestler.
Yes.
Which was amazing.
Yes.
So good.
Have you seen it?
Seen some of it.
Oh man.
So good.
I think I've
It's
got it on
amazing.
DVD.
It's crazy. I didn't know that it was a Dan Aronofsky film.
Aye, that and Black Swan were meant to be the same movie.
That's insane.
It's going to be a love story between the
What?
ballet dancer and a wrestler. Because that's like the two total opposite ends of the spectrum.
So it's just meant to be the same film.
It was going to be a film, aye.
That's crazy.
Obviously Black Swan wouldn't be like about what Black Swan's about.
They've kind of
You know
got,
what I mean? It would.
aye, they've kind of got similar endings because I've seen the end of the Wrestler.
Aye, there's.
It kind of ends with like their
It's
final
quite
move.
it's
you
quite
know.
similar. Aye.
Aye,
Now that I
that
think
was
about
that
it.
was the plan. I like that they had Ring of Honor in it.
Aye.
I can't remember if there's any like people I recognise.
There was a bunch of people. Like most of them were real
Aye,
indie wrestlers.
because that CZW was in it as well.
Aye. Like the guy that he fights during the hardcore match.
Necro Butcher.
Like I know who that is.
Aye.
Like I didn't recognise anyone else, but I knew who that was. And I know the guy that plays the Ayatollah was like an old WWE wrestler.
Really?
Aye.
I can't even remember.
Um,
The Ayatollah of Rock and Roller, Chris
Is
Jericho.
R-Truth on it?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it is. Aye.
You can look it up because
Because I seen I was
Pretty
watching
sure,
it
pretty sure R-Truth on it.
before he was signed by
Aye.
WWE. Because I was watching it, I was like, is that R-Truth? And I was like, nah. But like, I think it was.
Can take a break before we do Creepy Corner.
Right.
And then you can just put the two
Aye.
things together.
Totally. It was.
We can also look up all the wrestlers that are in there. So.
Aye. I had a list of them like in the credits at the end, but
I saw that Mickey Rourke was trained by Arthur of the Wild Samoans, who's like Roman Reigns' uncle, and like part of that family that has like Rikishi, The Rock, Umaga.
Just everyone.
The
Triple
Usos.
X, Randy Orton. Stardust.
I read like a thing and it was like Nick Foley talking about like how real it is, and it was basically
Aye.
like it's pretty, like there's some stuff obviously that's like kind of. He says like the bit at the start where like he cuts his head to make it look like he's bleeding and all that. He was like that, and it wouldn't happen at a show like that because it was like a pure small show.
Aye.
But he was like it's and like some other stuff, but he was like it's pretty much like really accurate. Like I want to know how like who Dan Aronofsky like spoke to and like worked with as like
Nick Cage was meant to be the main character.
Aye, that would have been fucking terrible.
I don't know.
Someone should make a movie about like a disgraced actor and have Nick Cage play the character, and it would probably be like the best thing ever.
Aye.
Like Dan Aronofsky should do that.
That's kind of like what they done with Birdman. Not disgrace, just kind of down the pipe, down the.
Well, yeah, like he played a big superhero, and then like now he's
Now he's not doing as well as he used to.
aye,
Aye.
Kind of was him.
Definitely exaggerated.
aye, totally. Like Michael Keaton's does alright for himself. Like,
Aye, he does. And he's.
but like it's that.
He's
I think
sane
that
as well.
I think the idea was to get someone who had played like a. They could have like Tobey Maguire or something like that. He's done like fuck all.
Be hilarious.
He done The Great Gatsby and it was terrible.
Do you know do what's the name of that horse?
Racing
Stripes.
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit, aye.
That I think that was like during the Spider-Man hype though.
Tour guy was a terrible Spider-Man.
I was listening to something the other day. I was listening to a podcast that Nerdist podcast, and it was Sam Raimi that was on it, and he'd done like those 3
Aye.
movies,
Uh-huh.
and it was like all the guys on it were saying like they thought that the Tobey Maguire ones were better, and I was just like, nah. Like even if I was like talking to Sam Raimi, I just wouldn't bring it up because like
Aye.
to be fair, Sam Raimi was like, no, the third one's shit,
Aye.
and they were all like, aye, it is. So, but like there's no way. Like, see when you think about it now, you're like, why did they get Tobey? Like when you think about
Aye.
it, you're like, that's so wrong. Like,
He done Evil Dead when he was 21.
aye,
Sam Raimi.
he talks about it on that
What
podcast.
a guy.
That's mental.
Are we on to the creepy corner now?
Aye,
I was going to say
speaking of Sam Raimi's
Oh.
Evil Dead.
I was going to say something about the
Because we
the
can
extra.
just stop it and then record a separate file and then just chuck them both in, put the jingle in the middle.
Aye.
Be super easy.
Aye, sure. But I was going to say, there was something I was going to say about the wrestler, but no, I can't remember what it was. It's going to annoy me. I don't know. Yeah. It would have been cool if
Nice.
it would have been cool if they could have got like real wrestlers, like WWE wrestlers in it or something. Like
The guy fights at the end, just Sabu.
Is it?
I think it is, but is it not the same? Am I thinking of the right
I thought it was
person?
like maybe like Iron Sheik.
Don't know. We'll
He
look it
was
up.
meant to be like Hulk Hogan
We'll look it up.
because like he's
I
like
just remember
he's
being
like he's
small with
he's like all
the-
American and he comes out to like
Guns N'
Guns N'
Roses.
Roses.
I just remember the guy.
He
being
has like
dead
he has
small,
like the
and
he does have like the Sabu like the
Aye.
thing that
I'm not being
comes down.
racist. Like I'm remembering who Sabu is. I'm like,
aye.
We'll look it up.
I thought because it was the 80s, so I thought it was like more. It was Iron Sheik.
We'll look it up.
So we're gonna take a break.
Yes.
Take a quick break. There won't be any ads, I promise, because like,
We'll just play the creepy corner jingle and then we'll just start again.
aye. B-52s. Love shot.
Right, so horror films.
Yep. Chris,
Christoph.
I know you've been watching a hella
Christoph
amount of-
Christopherson.
no, I've not watched it last week. Just
getting
you
on. You all at home thought that.
Just a little hat. Well, what is life? Oh, wait a minute.
They've probably turned that off now.
Aye, bro.
It's the only reason they listen.
They were waiting.
I watched Misery.
Right,
Tell us about Misery.
talk about it.
Do you know anything about Misery?
No,
So,
I'm gonna watch it probably if it's good.
yeah, it's really good.
I will
think-
watch it.
Kathy Bates got Best Actress.
Kathy Bates is.
Oh, it's so hot in here now. Oh my god.
Did she get Best Actress for it?
Thank you.
Kathy Bates is scary. I don't know if she got Best Actress, but she's
I watched it.
basically like exclusively played like scary roles, and like for like since then like not
Aye.
scary, but like she's like intimidating.
Because I watched it like on Sky on Demand, and it was like in the Oscar winning section. So I don't know what it got an Oscar for, but I'm pretty sure it said actors and actresses.
Do you want me to look at
So
it?
it must have been her. So anyway,
Check it out now.
James-
Funk Soul Brother.
James Caan is finished writing a book, and he always goes to this like hotel, and is it set in Alaska maybe?
It's something like that. It's like
Kind of North
it's like
America.
It's like north. It's like Alaska. Or it's like between New York and Canada, kind of.
Aye. So he finished his last book, and he's checked out his hotel. He's about to drive back to America, and it's a big snow blizzard, and he gets in a car crash, pretty much destroys his legs and that's him. And then all of a sudden somebody, you see like hands taking him out of the car,
Right.
and you see him waking up in this kind of creepy old house, and somebody saying, "I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan." And it's Kathy Bates.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, I seen your car crashing. The phone line's not let her down. I couldn't take you to hospital, but sorry, I'll take care of you."
Yes.
And then basically just doesn't let him leave.
Right.
I kind of do what I don't.
Okay.
I could honestly tell you scene by scene because I love the movie so much.
Well, if you're telling me it's amazing, I will 100% watch it. So,
So like,
how old is it?
1990. So.
it's late, is that?
1989.
89. I thought it was 80s.
Because she won an Oscar for
Does she get
Best
it?
Actress.
Aye, she was so good at it.
Right.
So basically, it ends up that she's crazy and obsessed with him and won't let him leave.
Right. Cool.
It's not as if he can if he's got broken legs and stuff. But
Aye.
that's kind of part of the story.
Aye, there's a lot of when you watch it, you realise there's like a lot of stuff that parodies it.
Okay.
Oh, aye.
Like it's been done by like different.
Aye.
There's an episode of Family Guy where they
Sorry,
do
pardon me.
It's one of them.
three different Stephen King stories, and that's one of them.
Yeah, basically she goes crazy because he's all his life has written these series of books called Misery,
Okay.
I think Misery's meant to be a character, like a woman, and he decides that he's done this and he wants to write something else, so he kills her off. And he has with him, when he gets stuck there, the only
The
copy
transcript for the new.
of the new book.
Right.
He kills her off, and she reads it, and then she's like, "No, you'll stay here until you fix us."
Cool. That
You
sounds
know.
good. I'll check that out.
Aye.
And then we
I'm
can
trying to think of something to like
have
compare it to. but
in-depth discussions about it.
I can't think of anything. I was trying to think of like a what
It's
it's
not
like.
really kind of like anything. I mean, it is when you kind of watch it, you be like, "Aye, Stephen King definitely done this," because it's a book.
Mhm.
Stephen King.
Excellent.
It's the only Stephen King book to like have a film based off it that won an Oscar. The Shining never got an Oscar, which is crazy, but it never got like a.
Conspiracy. It's based in the moon landing.
I think Kubrick might have been one of those other people that the Academy were just like, we don't like
Well,
you. We don't
Leonardo
like you.
DiCaprio.
Aye.
Like Danny Dale.
Should have won an Oscar for Doghouse. For the film.
That's a great movie. I thought it was hilarious.
Have you watched that? And
I was like so shocked by how funny that was.
It's good. It's really good. Have you confirmed the
Sorry.
watching films film night?
Well, aye.
You said you were.
Friday?
Well, it's right now. It's like a 80% possibility.
Cool.
Confirm it today.
Standing strong 80.
It's weird I'm saving money now, so I'm not like, doing anything that weekend, and it's just
Birds like that, do I come in?
something really weird about it.
I know.
Birds like
But that's why I'm just like, I'll totally go to Chris's and watch others horror films.
Aye.
Birds like that, do I come and go to a race night? And I'm like, or I could just watch found footage horror films.
We should put the Zoom on and just record us watching them.
Aye.
Just be
Well,
like,
doing a spirit box.
man.
Should do that for WrestleMania.
Aye, totally.
I noticed that I won't be able to watch WrestleMania live, but I will be able to watch it that night. Because on the network, when you hit onto something to watch it live, there's a watch from beginning option.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to be up super fucking late watching it.
Yep.
But I won't be able to watch it.
I'm going to watch it the next day.
I'm going to miss the pre-show, but can't win them all.
Yeah.
Get to hopefully see Joe Coffey win the title at ICW, so no mercy.
Ronda Rousey won in 14 seconds.
She did Ronda Rousey won in 14
I seen
seconds.
that.
Speaking of creepy,
What other horror films
there's a
did you
whole
watch,
lot of
Chris?
creepiness going on.
Right. I decided this week that I didn't really know anything about one of the great horror icons, Jason Voorhees.
Right.
So I thought, right, okay, I'll study what he's all about.
Get to know him.
I'll study what he's about. It. Do you know what I've found so far? It's not that good a story. He just looks cool.
Aye.
There's nothing. I mean, it is literally the same story every film. I've kind of studied up to part The New Blood, which I think is part 7,
Right.
and he either just comes back himself. Somebody killed him. Then he wasn't in part 4. It was like a copycat.
Right.
And
Okay.
then it was Corey Feldman as a wee boy. Then when he grows up, I've worked out that it's set over like 100 years, because people are like wee girls when they see him, and then they grow up, and it's like still the 1980s.
Aye, but is it not just like separate occurrences of like him? He must come back more than once a year. It's more than one Friday the 13th tonight.
Right? No, but
Is there?
right, so Corey Feldman kills him. There's that film where it's the copycat. Then it comes back to Corey Feldman's character when he's like 30, and he's like, "Oh, I need to dig him up to make sure he's still dead." And it's like, "Oh, aye, there he is there. Wait, I'll just stab him with this metal pole. Stab. Thunder, lightning, bush. Gets his heart starting again. He's stronger than ever." Oof.
The only one I've seen is like the newest one.
I didn't see that. It looked pretty bad.
Was that right?
I've got it on Blu-ray if you want.
Was that right for what it was?
It's
Oh,
just
I
that
can't
Friday.
comment. I've not seen
Like
it.
none of them are that good. So,
Aye.
Yeah.
like the best Friday the 13th movie I've seen is Friday vs Jason. Like, I think probably Jason X is pretty dumb.
So what are you thinking of the series as a whole? You've still got 2 more. We can do a retrospective.
I don't understand how they kept it going.
Did you watch the third one in 3D?
Aye, of course at the time.
Remember that week that I watched every Fast and Furious movie?
Aye, yep.
It's amazing. Can do that next week with you. We can talk about all
Remember,
the
see the bit in the third one where she gets shot
How-
through the eye with a
how-
harpoon gun?
how they evolve.
Well, that
You
was
see the harpoon on the wire going like
that was I never noticed that actually. That was his first kill with the mask.
Was it?
Aye.
Right.
I like it when he smacks people against the trees.
Sorry
It's
for all
just
the
not
yawning.
that good. I mean, in The New Blood, somebody magics him back.
Aye, she's like psychic.
She's psychic, and then she thinks she killed her dad in the lake, and she's like, "Oh, I wish you'd come back. I wish you'd come back." And then like Jason's down there, tied her up, and he's like, "Alright, I'm back."
So it's Jason Alda?
No, he just happened to be down there and she magicked it.
Right.
Did she put the penny in the lake and wished?
No, she just kind of.
That was the thing as well with remember when I a while ago at like old school like the Fulm Show, and I watched all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets because she gave them on DVD.
Mhm.
And
see, at least
I
they've
figured
got a
that,
bit
like,
of character and story to them.
I know, but like that they're kind of fucked with like the years that it's like a lot of them just take place like a year after, or like but they're like whatever one it is, it's like the last one before New Nightmare is set like 10 years after the one before it. So like technically it's set in like 2006 or something like that. Like,
right.
And it just makes like no sense. It's like a dystopian future, and it's like, oh, that feels weird and like. And then New Nightmare's kind of a different thing.
It's kind of different.
New Nightmare's like shit Scream. Scream.
I loved how like the Never Sleep Again documentary about Nightmare on Elm Street. They were kind of like they can't think they planned on making this a franchise, and then they just kind of like just disregarded the second one because they couldn't do it with the story.
Aye.
Because they're just like, oh, hang on a minute, he's meant to be in the dreams, and we've just.
It's because the second one was like rushed to come out because the first one done so well. I'm pretty sure it was like, you know, like the guy, they focused on the guy that like bought the rights like quite a lot. It was him that wrote it, and it was like shit.
That's why they got Wes Craven back to write the third one.
The third one's the best. That's probably the third one's the best one.
It needs revived, and it did. So, fair play.
I just wish they'd like do another one.
I think I'll do the Halloween series next. I've only seen the first one.
First one's really good.
And that's the good
one.
one.
I can tell you that like the fourth one has like Busta Rhymes in it. So
I know there's one called Halloween H2O.
I think that's the one with Busta Rhymes in it, I think.
And it's like the 20th anniversary of the first one.
Aye. Jamie Lee Curtis is in like all of them, I think. I think she like missed one.
Really?
No, that's a lie. Paul Rudd's in one of them.
I thought that
Paul Rudd's in one of them. So like young Paul.
Kevin
young
Bacon's
ass Paul
in the first Friday the 13th.
He is. He gets killed with the
I was in a slasher documentary I was watching, because that's just the kind of things I watch. They're saying that like they didn't really have a script when they filmed Friday the 13th. They're just like, what ways can we kill teenagers?
That's not surprising.
And then that Tom Savini was like, oh, I can just stab.
He's like, here, I'm a genius. Watch it. Doof doof. Aye.
I'll do Halloween. Well, there's 10 of them. I might need 2 weeks to do it.
10 Halloween movies. The third one's not even a Halloween film.
What other ones can I do? I wouldn't do Hellraiser because the first one was terrible.
I watched the first one for 20 Spectacular Scare-a-thon last year. I don't even I think I fell asleep in my stand there. I don't remember how it finished.
It's like hundreds of like different forms of Hellraisers come. They're just like right,
one of them is set like in a virtual reality, like on the internet or something. It's the 6th one, I think. Hellworld.
They're like still going. Like just
now.
Bringing out some just now.
They're doing a reboot.
No, but like I think the last one came out in like 2009.
Aye.
Right.
John Carpenter. No, sorry. Is it John Carpenter that does?
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker. He's like writing a reboot. So that might actually be alright.
I might watch it.
I just want all the films that like exist. See, like all the films in Never Sleep Again that like were pitched to be Freddy sequels that
Peter Jackson's one.
Aye, like I just want them to be things. The Dream Lover. Is that one?
What was that?
It's like he has like a son or something like that. Well, they done that, but like it was like a good version of it. I'm not sure.
Some of the pictures.
The one they talk about where it's like kids go to sleep to bully Freddy because he's became like a pure joke. Like aye, that's like the best idea. Yeah, he accidentally kills one of them and then gets his powers back. It's really cool.
The pictures they had for Freddy vs Jason Sullivan were just awful.
The one that like came out is not great. So like,
remember they interviewed the director, the Canadian guy, and they were saying that he wanted to base the fights off WWE wrestling.
Now we're talking.
That's why it's like elbow drops and all that.
That guy seemed the bit with the writers are like, because like there was like a controversy because like Harvey Destiny's Child calls Freddy like a faggot, and people were like,
she improvised it.
Aye, like people were like, why did you say that? And the writers were like, I swear we did not write that. They were like, we didn't write that.
She was on X Factor, wasn't she?
Was she?
Kelly Rowland.
Aye.
Aye, she was in a season of X Factor.
See if I was like in the X Factor and I seen her,
I
I'd
just-
be like, here.
I just feel like
You used to sing with Beyonce, but then you were in Freddie versus Jason.
like, what was it like when you had to cover up at England half back?
Was it like we had to like fake get your nose pulled off? Is she the one who like picks up and just like throws into a bunch of pools and she like dies?
No, does she not like turn around and like Jason's there? He like just cuts her.
Or
in
cuts her
half
head off or something like that.
Something weird.
Oh, it's like, I might watch that as well.
How
Innit?
good
It's so
how good
good.
are slasher films, man?
The guy in it that's just it's just Jay, Jane, Silent Bob, but it's no.
I realised as well that See No Evil 2 is just Friday the 13th Part 3 because that's set in a morgue. And he comes in dead and then he's alive.
It's better.
That probably is better. Like those
Aye.
movies are better than like.
Imagine if See No Evil's came out without a Jason ever been there. They'd probably be like.
It probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't have come out.
Aye, should man. Feel good.
I wonder how much stuff gets like sent in as like just like in general, like someone will send in like here's this like spec script for a new Friday the 13th or a new Friday versus Jason or like a new Friday movie and it gets like changed and just comes out as something completely different. Like just a horror film. Like I wonder how often that happens. Like someone will be like someone will be like young, like our age, like a writer and be like, I'm gonna write a Friday the 13th movie and they write it and they're like, there's no way this will ever get made, so they just change it and like make it something else. I bet that happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's why no, I can't remember the name of the films now. They feel like bad slasher movies, but it doesn't matter. I was watching one of them one day and it was like terrible. I can't remember the name. There was like 5 of them, but I don't know what they're called.
Oh, I want to know them.
I feel like it starts with an S, but I don't know what it is.
I Spit on Your Grave.
No, you should watch all the Wrong Turns.
Wrong Turns? No, because I watched the first one and I got bored. It was so bad.
Final Destination.
I've only seen the third and the fourth, I
I've
think.
seen the 3D one.
That's the 4th one. That's
Aye.
the Final Destination.
Where they're at the NASCAR track.
Aye,
I've
seen that.
The boys put tampons in
I
the
think I've seen some of the first one because I remember going to watch the first one and then seeing that Sean William Scott was in it, and then I realised I'd watched so much Sean William Scott stuff that week. So I thought,
Oh, yeah, I watched
too
Good
much.
last night. I forgot to talk about
Is that any good?
that. Aye,
It's good, that.
aye, it's really good.
My brother's seen it.
Aye, it's funny.
It's funny.
Sean William Scott plays like a really weird character in it.
Aye.
Like, not what you would expect for Sean William Scott.
Just looked like he played the guy for Happy Gilmore without letting go.
Kind of is Happy Gilmore. It's kind of like if Happy Gilmore like was a
Stuck
hockey
with
film.
hockey.
Aye.
I think that's me done talking about horrors.
So we would do like a full Friday the 13th like roundup next week when you've watched it,
Aye.
all of them.
We watched Dead Snow
Well,
2.
I've studied them all.
What have you got left though? Takes Manhattan, and then like one,
I think
and then
it's just
Jason X.
Jason Goes to. I'm not gonna watch Jason X.
You need to watch Jason X.
No, it's not. It's not in the official.
Aye, it is. The X is the 10.
No, doesn't happen.
Chris.
That was like a vision.
No, Chris.
That didn't happen
Chris,
because it ends with Freddy's hand
Chris,
bringing him
don't-
down to hell.
don't bullshit me.
No, but think about it, right?
Oh yeah, part 9 is Jason Goes to Hell in it.
Because Freddy brings him down, and then Freddy vs Jason starts with them in hell, try to get back out. So technically, Jason X didn't happen.
Aye, but it's, like, still it's Jason in space. Like,
Saying that, Jason was alive at the end, and then Jason X is set in like year 20,000. So maybe that's. But
Aye,
I'm
it's
not
all because
gonna
it's
watch
also
it,
set in modern day. It's not set in
'cause it's a
like,
pile of shit.
but the,
Right.
But-
Cue music.
we're not finished.
Aye, we're not done.
Oh, I did, sorry.
We watched horror
I
movies.
just said we watched Dead Snow 2 and you just went bush about Jason X.
Sorry.
We watched
Apologies.
Dead Snow 2, Red vs Dead.
How is it?
I've not seen the first Dead Snow, but
Neither
it gets
have
you
I.
caught straight up, man. You get a wee montage of the first one
Right.
to let you know what happened so you can know the full canon.
Right.
Fucking dumb as
I
fuck.
don't know if you know this, but Nazi zombies, that's basically the plot of the first one.
Aye.
And he accidentally kills his wife.
I actually quite enjoyed it.
That was really
I
I
was
got the second one for birthday.
I was miserable because we get takeaway and I just felt really ill. But aye, it was good. It was stupid. You should watch it for next week. We'll talk about it.
I'll
'Cause
watch
I
both.
guaranteed you'll love it.
Aye, I watched both.
Martin
Well, I've
Starr's
got
in
it,
it,
so
just
I've got
like-
no
Aye.
reason not to watch it.
Oh man, it's like
And then
I've got a free trial for Amazon Prime and Dead Snow 1.
remember and cancel it.
I've done it. Because it was
I
like.
always just shout that at people when they say they've got
Aye.
a trial. Because I remember Ross accidentally bought it when we were at school. and it was like 75 quid. Get like 20 quid a week or something.
Aye.
So, I watched Preservation last night.
Yes.
Starring the guy from L.A. Noire.
Like the main guy?
Aye. And it's about him and his wife and his brother who's came back from Afghanistan and is like a bit crazy.
Aye.
And they go out to the woods to camp and then they're stalked by hunters.
Sure.
And it's written and directed by this guy that's in a load of stuff. I forget his name, but you'll totally recognise him when you see him. Do you remember in Shutter Island and they like question folk? And then you only see like 2 folk they question, and one of them's like a woman and one of them's a guy, and the guy goes pure crazy and he's scribbling on the page with a pencil, and like he pure loses the plot.
I only remember the woman because she gives him like she tells him like the.
Do you ever watch that found footage, The Bay?
No, I don't know. I'll look him up.
You'll totally know who he is, man. He's in Argo.
All right, okay.
It's like one of the hostages in Argo. He's in loads of stuff.
Right.
But he like wrote it and directed it, and he done another horror film.
Christopher Denham.
He's only like directed 2 films, and the other one sounds pretty cool as well.
All right, okay, I know.
So probably watch that. But this was really cool, man. It's only like half an hour, and the story doesn't really matter. It just kind of finishes, and then that's it. But I enjoyed it. It's good.
I like it.
Aye. You kind of see.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes. That sounds kind of cool. Like you kind of start to find out a bit about the folk who are hunting them, but they never really actually tell you anything.
Right.
And it kind of leaves it a bit weird, but you should watch it. We can talk about it. It's on Netflix UK.
Definitely.
So you should check it out. It's not bad by any stretch.
I was going to watch it one day, and I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah, it's totally worth watching. The start's a bit kind of like shitty horror thriller characters, and I was a bit like, ugh.
Are they all like arseholes?
No, they're just a bit bland, a bit boring, but like 15 minutes in it kind of gets going, and then
that kind of seems to be like the way it goes. It's either like they're boring or they're all arseholes and you hate them. This
isn't really spoilers, but like the way it kind of kicks off is that it's like the couple go to sleep in their tent, and then they wake up and their tent is gone, but they're in like the same spot and they've got crosses on their foreheads.
Aye, because
pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool how they done it.
Do they not like play it off as if like they think it might be the brother?
Aye.
Right.
That doesn't last long. You should watch that movie.
Aye.
Yeah, I might watch it.
It's cool. It's like that movie Paintball I watched.
The paintball horror movie?
They go to like, play paintball.
We should do Netflix for that again.
I watched that on purpose. That was also kind of cool.
I've never seen Shrimps.
Paintball was nowhere near as good as Preservation.
What was that amazing film you watched in the Netflix?
Day of the Nightmare. Fuck off. But paintball, they go to this mad like Russian large scale paintball facility, and then they're hunted by like a cyborg like warrior guy with a gun, with a real gun.
Jesus Christ.
But you should watch Preservation. It's pretty cool.
Aye.
It's only 90 minutes, you know what I mean? It's just kind of...
It's a cheeky wee 130.
It's harmless.
It's
pretty vicious.
Cheeky wee 130.
It's pretty vicious at some points.
Cheeky wee 30.
Aye, it looked cool. I basically seen the poster and was like, I'll watch that.
I wouldn't be like, you have to see this, but it's like, especially knowing the kind of things you like, you just like it. It's good.
It's not a Houses October built situation.
Aye.
Where everybody needs to watch that film.
I remember Ross said he watched the trailer and then we were going out on a Saturday and he didn't want to come. No, the Friday, because he didn't want to come because he wanted to stay at home and watch that.
Aye.
So
it's so good, man. It makes me want to greet about how good it is for that.
So it'd be cool. See if they done like Universal Studios does a lot of the haunted houses.
That's what I was thinking, like they should do that this year.
They should do one for like
the Blue Skeleton.
I don't know, just like find out what's the most like Saw. Do one for
They've
Saw.
done Saw.
They done Saw.
Park does Saw every year. Like does.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a ride.
No, they have the ride, but at Halloween they do like a
haunted
house.
They
do it like on and off at Universal, and
is it easy to get to Thorpe Park?
It's like
past London.
It's like past London.
Is it?
Aye.
I thought it was like mid-England.
No, which isn't like anything too crazy, but
like if you're driving, but like I'd rather just go out until so it's like.
I've been further than that.
the one that they do at Universal was Saw 2, like the house from Saw 2. So, I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Like the pit of syringes and all that.
Any long drive is bearable if you just stop when you want to.
Aye.
See, if you're like, we're just going to drive for the next 2.5 hours because we just have to. No.
Aye.
It's a like
if you stop and then want to stop again like 40 minutes later, just fucking stop. So
I kind of want there to be haunted houses in UK. Like, I'm not talking about acted ones because there's obviously real ones.
There is. Like all the theme parks do them, like every Halloween.
Aye. There's that room at Alton Towers.
I showed you that. Shut up, like,
room 13 or something. You can like book it and then
come
like,
in your room and that.
Oh aye.
it's like the lassie in the shower and that.
That'd be amazing.
Last year at Universal they done Alien vs Predator. What haunted house.
I really like that 13 ride.
Aye, it's cool.
It's nothing crazy, but it's cool.
It's cool. They did a good old fashioned haunted house. They took the one out of Alton Towers.
Aye.
And now it's like you shoot zombies in a car.
Is that Creepy Corner?
I think so, aye.
The one I looked up I wanted to do for my 21st in America was like, I think it was called
Blackout?
Matinee horror. It just looks like they shove like rotten eggs into your mouth.
Aye.
It's disgusting.
That's like the stuff they like go looking for in House of October.
I know.
And then they get killed. So like,
Are we gonna do the chic tweet, or is that because of our new setup? It's pretty long, man. Hour 15 already.
What's about to be an hour 16? I need to answer to it a week. It'll be something and go fuck yourself, but
yep.
It'll be hilarious.
I'll get it open on my phone because I can't.
Definitely worth it.
Well, we've got 2 weeks worth, so just go to when Fastlane was on, and then you'll be sorted. Do you watch the rest of Fastlane?
Chris.
I must call from my work. I need to do that soon. No. I watched the end of the Stardust fight.
Chris watched the boring start of Fastlane and then stopped at the good
Oh no, I
bit.
started watching a tag team match and I thought, I don't know what any of these people are.
That was really good, that match. You should know who those people are. Because 2 of them are Rikishi's sons. And the other 2 are amazing.
If you haven't already, you should sign the petition on change.org to have the Iron Sheik roast Justin Bieber at the Comedy Central.
I think he's
Justin
doing
Bieber. Has he?
I think he tweeted something. So, maybe just to say he wants to, but I don't know.
The Justin Bieber.
Cool.
No bar.
We'll probably be done by the time you get back.
Cool.
In capital letters, the Justin Bieber have a weasel pecker dick. Hashtag weasel pecker.
I'd be fine with that winning.
Hello, Justin Bieber. I can't wait to. Yep.
Recorder doesn't bite. Speak at it.
Nah. That's like a link to something. So help me God, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Happy birthday, Dr. Zeus. You are not the real fucking doctor, so go fuck your green eggs forever.
That's the best one ever. That wins easily.
Aye.
Easily.
Aye. Totally. What the fuck?
This has been this week's Fulm Show.
Chris is taking a phone call.
Thank you.
But he says bye.
Good night.
Bye.